Almost there in the unit. Now we're looking at how do we improve memory. Interestingly, the topic is potential for improving one cognitive process. Potential. They didn't say strategies or techniques. Potential. Anyway, so we're going to look at computer game training and digital detoxing, and I'll explain why I use the term digital detoxing for this one next. But anyway, today we're going to look at computer games. So we'll look at how computer games affect memory and the hippocampus. So we're going to bring it back to what we looked at earlier. Here's a blue kit, and some of the blue kit questions are based on what we're covering in today's class, so they might not know it all. Alright, cool little video here about kids and video games. Get the students' reactions. Would they let their children play video games? Why or why not? And then today we're going to look at maybe one potential benefit of gaming. So, simple experiment. Now, actually, we're not actually going to get to do the experiment. Again, this is them designing it themselves. Pretty simple experiment. They can read the instructions. Could they figure out how to plan the procedures? Okay. Because, wouldn't it be great if we could do MRIs and get them, one group to play Super Mario, another group to play Angry Birds, and then do before and pre and post MRI scans, but we can't do this, sorry, so we just have to do it the old-fashioned way. Okay, chalk and talk with the hippocampus, and just reviewing what we know, and looking at, well, if we can boost function in the hippocampus, well, that would be a good strategy to improve memory. And hopefully they figured out by themselves, right, a good way to look at that, how video games could affect the hippocampus, and this is what they did in this study. Okay, just a note on, there'll be people going, well, are we teaching studies? Are we not teaching studies? 75% of this course now is research methods, and research methods without specific studies is pretty, not only dry and boring, pretty hard to comprehend. So I think knowing studies is helpful. And also, it gives your weaker students who want to do well concrete things that they can just work hard to revise. Yep, they can memorize it and they can work hard and it will give them confidence. There's nothing wrong with that in my book. All right. So computer games, working memory, just a little bit of review, but basically, in one paragraph, this is summarizing what's in the textbook. One paragraph there is explaining, there's a pretty strong trend in the literature that more screen time is worse working memory, but with the right types of screens done properly, with the right types of computer games, like the 3D games as opposed to 2D, and also where they get progressively harder, that may improve working memory. However, there was a big lawsuit, I think it was Lumosity, because they basically overstated the effects of their games. All right, pretty straightforward. And then I've linked this blog here that's got some more studies, including this one from today. All right, now coming up next, we'll look at digital detoxing.